In this GAT Labs video, we'll be covering how to enable and configure ActiveID. To start off, head to the GAT Shield tool and select ActiveID on the left hand side. Before enabling ActiveID, I would like to explain the two modes, training and classification. When ActiveID is disabled, it will go into training mode, where it will collect typing patterns to improve its accuracy. This is useful for when you have just begun using ActiveID and the system does not have enough typing patterns. When you are ready to enable ActiveID, it will switch to classification mode, where it will begin monitoring your users. ActiveID will then continuously check for abnormal typing patterns indicative of an imposter. Next, we can select our scope for who will be monitored by ActiveID. The ActiveID alert rules are the actions you want the tool to make should ActiveID detect an imposter. We'll come back to this in a moment. On the right, you can see various statistics that ActiveID has gathered, from the total number of typing patterns collected to the number of users with too few patterns. This area will give you a general overview of your ActiveID environment. Below that, we have an area where you can see all the users who do not have enough patterns for ActiveID to make an accurate response. Once ActiveID has recorded 100 patterns for a user, a model will be built for them. On the left, we have the users who are covered. You can see the number of patterns that have been gathered for that user, and when the model was built. Please note, you can rebuild models for any user by selecting the wrench icon. A user with a green status is secure. Orange indicates that an alert has been made, and that an unofficial user was detected. Red indicates more than one alert has been made. Clicking the eye icon will give us more details regarding the model, their status, and how many times ActiveID detected a negative prediction. We're going to click the Go to Alerts button. We're now in the Shield Alerts area where we can see the rule that was violated, and the trigger. Here we can see that ActiveID was 92% sure that the user was not typing at their computer. We can acknowledge the alert and view more details about the alert, like the device it happened on. The last option will allow you to see the rule that was broken. This will take us to the alert rules area I mentioned earlier. Here we can see the alert rule that was previously made for testing. We can edit this alert rule using the action section, but in this example, I'll create a new one. At the bottom of this list, I'll select ActiveID. We can name our rule Test ActiveID. I'll set it to active and set the prediction threshold to 95%. This will make it so that ActiveID needs to be at least 95% sure that someone else is on a user's account before it makes an alert. This can help you narrow down false positives. You can also select the scope of this alert rule and those who are to be excluded. Next, choose whether the user will be soft logged out or hard logged out. You can view the difference below. Next, you can choose who will be receiving an email alert if this rule has been violated. And finally, you can select some actions like reporting any sites the user visited, a screenshot of when the alert was triggered, and a capture from the webcam. Simply click Save and ActiveID will begin monitoring any alert rule violations. If you enjoyed this GAT Labs video, please like and subscribe and ring the bell for regular updates. You can also get a free 15-day trial of GAT Plus by following the link in the description.